Hello, internet friends. I started early and then it went there. It is Saturday night. Thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us. I was like, are there rat droppings up there again? Is that tonight's show is brought to you by Hydrox, the original cookie sandwich. As we've learned, Hydrox, get at us. We need a sponsor. I will not have a word said against Hydrox here, sir.
I just realized that these are cookies that just make your teeth black. Thanks, Nick.
Welcome. What I'm here to do.
Good thing we're all in HD. Just a few quick announcements to get through. We have a full week of shows here at Quests and Chaos again. Cards subject to change at all times. But barring any of the many eventualities that make the current world the world it is, we will have for you Monday, Natural One, returning again. Returning again. It's the second premiere. It's that makes it really special.
Yeah. What's if the penultimate is the second to last? What
is
is the second
The
episode?
pen. It would be like the pen primary or something, or the pen. I don't know. Yeah. Pen.
Sounds like a road I shouldn't have driven us down.
No, yeah. Well,
Pen ultimate.
That's how I.
The ultimate pen?
Anti-penultimate? I don't know. And Tuesday, the Chaos Agents will return, and that's quickly becoming a brothel management sim, I understand. So
I don't know how this happened.
Oh my God. It's an untapped
Dancers.
demographic.
Dancers, sorry.
Exotic dancing.
Dancers, that's right. That's right. It's totally different.
No, that's not true. I do know how this happened. Bo.
You know.
Yeah.
There's
Bo has a theme.
What? That answers some questions about Ted. Ted and his spangly thong. Wednesday, a new episode of the Redacted Reports is going to be in your ear holes to make you wish that it was not in your ear holes, but be glad that it is simultaneously. It's a weird thing it does.
You can commiserate.
There you go.
With everyone.
Boy, they do. That I made the mistake of going into that forum for the first time in a while on our Discord, which is fantastic. You should get on our Discord. A great community. But I went in the Redacted Reports one, and it's so self-referential now that I was just like, why do we hate mustard? What's going on? Who? But it's the boards, it's all, you people are crazy.
It's definitely one of the more in-depth fandoms. It kind of scares me a little bit. I love it.
I don't know. I think I have an old man shaking fist at clouds reaction to any fandom.
And I have to just constantly reference the suspects that are involved in this Chaos Agents mystery.
See, there you go. You need to give. Oh my God! If you give those idiots a red string board, A, the Redacted Reports people will sue you. But B,
it'll go from the brothel to the house, back to the brothel, to the house, back to the brothel, to the house.
The string gets less and less red.
I mean, the trick, Thomas, is that you have to tell us that there is a mystery. So far, the only thing that we figured out is that he was a spy or a spy master or something. But cool, he's dead. We don't we care, but we don't.
So it's unfolding at a pace that I am enjoying.
There you go. Welcome to the Chaos Agents After Show.
Yeah.
We talk about we're just going to talk about the Chaos Agents for 2 hours, and then we're going to talk about all the awesome things Ted does.
Hey, we got a raid from the Welcome In.
Oh, welcome in. It's been a minute.
I think that means we need to power through these announcements.
Power through. There it is. We need the Pee-wee word of the day to drop down.
Thank you for breaking the awkward silence there, Welcome In. We appreciate it.
So we have great friends that support us, and we support them. And chief among them is Birds of Paradise. Our friends at Birds of Paradise, the official dice of the Great Dane Society. We roll them. You should too. They are fabulous. If you go to their website and use our code that I will never remember, but it's some internet code, Paradise Birds.
Chaotic.
Chaotic. Sure, chaotic.
Hard to remember.
I thought it was chaos.
No.
That's the other one.
Yeah. You know what? Here's the thing. In honor of the Welcome In coming here, we should give away a set of Birds of Paradise.
Welcome to free dice.
Do it.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
So before the break, we'll get a hashtag chaos in the break so you can win a set of Birds of Paradise. But you can also...
You know what? Why don't we do that in like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at
Yeah.
that.
Perfect.
Ooh, okay.
6:30 exactly.
Okay.
We will
All right.
roll it. So
6:30. Remind us in the
around.
chat.
Yeah, 6:30. We'll remember that.
Yeah, we won't remember.
We won't remember.
I've got
that,
a
but you
countdown
folks
right up
will.
there.
And you can enter hashtag chaos in the chat now, but you must be present to win. If you don't respond to me right away, I'm gonna get mad. And
You don't want to see him angry.
roll for someone else.
That'll show him. So that's exciting. We're gonna share the Birds of Paradise love. Many of us around the table here have Birds of Paradise. I am lucky enough to have one of 2 sets of these parrot shark dice. I'm very happy there.
Yeah,
That's all I roll now.
I have one of the 2 sets of the Scarlet Back Tanager ones.
The Forbidden Bird.
The Forbidden Bird. There's like 2 sets, and I have one of them. Thanks, Andrea.
I have heard that name, I would say 60 times. Still don't remember it.
I only remembered because I remembered the acronym CBT, and I had to,
yeah, there you go.
had to backtrack mentally.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a cursed bird set at any point so I can swap mine out? I need
Andrea,
cursed
get
dice.
on that.
Yeah,
That would be
first.
cool.
I mean, that's probably the parrot sharks, honestly. But
Ooh, Raven. Oh, you know.
Should Nick? Maybe we should give you a set now that you should roll.
there's.
You should roll.
Yeah, let's have Nick. Yeah, have Nick roll the giveaway.
Well, then you'll get rid of all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, magpies.
If Amy's not here to get her smegma on the dice, then it's.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, magpies are considered to be kind of fortune-telling dice or birds, so
They are.
maybe.
So
maybe those-
now here's a reason to not
I
put
mean, handed
hashtag chaos
magpies.
in
I
there.
didn't even think about that.
Nick will be rolling the Birds of Paradise that we're going to give away, this set of magpies. Also, our friends at Nord Games. They have, when I came in here today, thud, there was a brick of a huge book, the Ultimate NPCs.
Ultimate NPC Skullduggery.
It's ginormous. It's quite big, but it's Nord Games makes great products for your game, whatever system you want to run. Hopefully not D&D, but if you're gonna, if you're gonna run D&D, at least don't give Wizards money. This is a way to do that. Support our friends at Nord Games. Nord Games sponsors our D&D games Monday and Tuesday, which is awesome, and. You can go to Nord Games, enter a code that I'm sure is already in the chat, so I don't have to remember it. Chaos?
Chaotic
20.
Chaotic 20, sure, something like that. You can also go to their incredibly bad URL that James will interpretively dance for you.
It finally hit the chat. But those of you on podcast and on YouTube, you're not going to hear this, so never mind.
Yeah,
It gets cut out.
it does.
You get to skip the commercials because they're actual commercials. And that's it for our partners. We have... Hey, why don't I actually use the thing that says this? We have... Our partners are wonderful, but it's our Patreons that keep us going week after week. Right now, as we started, our tavern upkeep was at 68%. What is it now, Thomas?
69.
There you go.
There you
Nice.
go. There you
where's-
go.
69.420%.
Yes.
What, really?
Yes.
That
You're
is...
just making that up?
Perfect.
Making that up.
No, that's perfect.
Our tavern upkeep is thanks to our Patreons, our Twitch subs, people who watch YouTube without the ad blockers, which is awesome. And we appreciate you so much. Patreons actually get an after show after every show where we talk about what just happened and try and figure out, it's like therapy for all of us as we talk, we apologize for all the things we did and try and figure out how we won't do them again.
When does anyone ever apologize?
It's the after action report where we sit down and write down what just happened.
I know we just blame each other.
Well,
We've got, excuse me. We've got a buttload of patron bits that we've got to deal with right now. It is crazy. So, first off, we have 2 squeal bits that are there on the table from our buddy Squeal the Bard. Thank you so much. And these Patreon bits last for the entire month. So if they don't use them, they'll stick around, which will make the last game of it was next week. Woo. Next week could be Inspiration Fest 2022.
is next week the last one of the month?
Isn't it? Today's
It's the 9th.
Today's
Oh,
the
hey, it's
9th,
not
eh?
March, it's April.
I was like, do
wait,
not
wait,
skip through my birthday month
Once-
like that, sir.
Once the gala's over, days cease to mean anything to
That's
me.
fair.
We also have 2, you're going to make me say this all month, 2 Genspiration, which again, is incredibly bad. Come up with a better name. It's terrible. So one is over there,
Yes.
and here's another one. So that's a. I'm not gonna put an effort into
That close to Nick so he
inspiration.
uses it.
My buddy
Only
Slithy
rolling a
Toad
disadvantage.
has 2 Slithy bits for me, which is very nice. And then he has 4 Slithy bits for the players. So there's some ASMR for you.
I kind of want to.
I have that already.
Thank you.
I should send it to you.
Please do.
I use these coins as well for it.
I almost said my other catchphrase. It's like, oh, I wish I could record that.
Yeah. I've got coins in the pouch, tossing the pouch. I've got throwing coins down. I got like the.
I'll send you the challenge coin tap because that one was one I had to do.
Do you have hitting someone in the back of the head with hacker coins?
No, I do not have that.
Are
I need to get a
volunteering?
ham. I need to get a
Yeah,
ham.
that's right. Yeah, that's
go.
the true
There we
Foley
go.
work. The side of beef that you can really work over.
Pumpkin. A pumpkin is shockingly good
yes.
for
Pumpkin.
the hollow
Yes.
sound that you
Yes.
associate with hitting a head, even though that's not what it would actually sound like.
No, it's
I
really
don't know,
good.
my head's pretty hollow.
That was good.
I mean, we knew that.
Yeah.
well, any of the booming sounds and things like that, pumpkins and squash.
We also have bits that we just got from people watching today. Amazing. So I'm going to start with this because it makes me laugh. We have 500 bits from Tamago Tora to make sure Nick never changes dice. He wants you to go back to the cursed dice.
No, but he's rolling
See, look,
well.
what you don't understand, Tamago Tora, is it's like Air Force One. Whatever dice Nick are using are the cursed dice.
Yeah, it's true.
No, I've had like actual good
Yeah.
results with these, which is why I stopped using them.
I'm surprised you haven't thrown them away.
I'll take
But
them.
it's like the secondary
Take
if
them,
I'm
I'll take
rolling
them.
at disadvantage.
Yeah.
I get 500 bits from my buddy Jay Matthews, who thanks. Look, he's thanking everybody here because he thanks us for hosting such a great show each week. And I always say it, but I'll say it again. Great players make a great game, and I am very lucky to be able to do this every week. Makes me super happy. We have 500 from Duke Fleeg, because he thinks the players are gonna need it. They have like 800 Patreon bits. I only have 2. From
True.
All right.
Oh man, I want to get it in the tall glass.
I'm not protecting it because I want to see if you can.
And then, rats, the last one's for me. Well, maybe I'll give it to you guys anyway. But another 500 bits from Tamago Tora to feed my parrot sharks.
Yeah, you have to give them to the dice then.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
parrot shirts just feed off of dead bodies, right?
Living
Once they explode outside of the body.
In Warhammer, there's a lot of traits, and they so it almost gives bad guys like AI. And one of the funnier traits is hungry, and so like a lot of animals have it. And if they knock you down, they'll just sit there and eat you. They won't I'm going to attack the next one. And so it's codified, it's sort of coded in that I have dropped this thing. Now I'm going to stop and eat it.
All right, time out. I need to have an on-air production meeting.
Uh-oh.
Ezra,
Yes.
be honest.
Okay.
Are you secretly being sponsored by Warhammer to inject it into every stream that you are in?
No, it's just really good.
This is an intervention, Ezra.
That's why you had me close the door.
Yep.
Damn it. If it were really an intervention, then somebody from the Coca-Cola company would be here. We have 1,000 bits from our buddy Deadboy42. One for each of us. Oh man.
Almost.
Yeah.
Good try.
I granny shotted it. Rick Barried it.
That was how I got it into your water bottle.
That's right, yeah.
It was just like an underhand toss, and then it just zipped straight in there.
Thank you so much, all of you, for the bits. You unbelievable, crazy, wonderful people. Oh, wow, there's another one coming in.
There is one more, and before we go to the intro, we definitely need this one.
Jay Matthews, you're the best.
Apparently, people are reading the Discord before me.
Yes.
All I've got is 1,000 from Jay Matthews and then the ellipsis.
I'm waiting for the text message.
Speaking of Jay Matthews, and since we have a little bit of time to fill, he's been running some amazing Call of Cthulhu games with people from our Discord. I was able to be part of the first one. I have heard many good things about the second one.
Oh man! I need more bits so I can keep trying. That was 1,000 from Jay Matthews to Tiana's cup. That That's a mug. That's not a cup. That's
It's
a
a
mug.
stein, damn it.
Stein, yeah.
It's a stein.
Make sure you don't use soap on that.
I don't wash them.
What do you mean?
Germans have a whole thing about you don't use soap to wash beer steins.
Well, this isn't a beer stein, it's a water stein.
Yeah, I use.
Sure, that's what she's drinking. Water.
No.
Frankenstein.
This is water, this is hard root beer.
Spoiler alert, I use soap to wash that.
Fine.
You're welcome.
Well, the German
Thank
purity
you.
laws are very upset.
Good for them. I like having soap to clean up my water.
Thank you all so much for the bits. It is astounding that you keep doing that. Really, you should all ask yourself some questions, I think, and examine. Look in, but, keep doing it. We
Appreciate you.
greatly appreciate just random dice rolls now.
Oh, 8.
Wow. Thomas was being very hopeful here as he has a second page of bits. Okay, that I think is going to do it for our announcements. So let's see how things go wrong this time.
True works.
Welcome back. Here we are. Hello, YouTube and podcast listeners. Welcome to Quests and Chaos. We're having a good time. Thomas made these awesome. By the way, this really should have been the first part of it. He made these awesome, and you can print these out. I think you gave the template away.
To the Patreon.
To the Patreon, so get to our Patreon. These awesome little monster trackers where you can keep track of their hit points and stuff and tag it on your GM screen. But the only reason I'm really pointing them out is that I have 3 monsters here. 2 of them are misspelled.
Are they the printed ones or?
Yeah, skeleton and a minotaur.
Yes, that was from the second fight that we did.
No, those are unique monsters.
Oh, yeah. Nord Games, you geniuses! The Minotaur!
I had
You
to get
have
around
to get
that.
around copyright somehow.
If you really want to screw with the OG Grognards, that's the way to do it.
Oh, yes.
Takes me back to the Nilbog days. We're playing Call of Cthulhu, and as we do every episode, to start, we're going to highlight a Swana content creator, and this time I'm actually gonna highlight some D&D stuff here. No, this is some D&D stuff.
I mean, Transplanters D&D.
Islands of Sina Una is a world for D&D 5th edition that was created by Filipino designers, and it is based on Filipino folklore.
Oh, cool.
And it's super neat. There's a lot of really cool ideas in it. It is a completely filled out world setting. I think they've put out a book and then a couple of supplements. It is put out by Hit Points Press. Everybody that worked on the book is Filipino in some percentage. Now that we have no, not in spirit. I believe they're all. But it is a really cool. The other thing that's really cool about it is focused all on pre-colonial Filipino folklore, which is great because, boy, the Philippines has had its folklore dramatically changed by many colonial powers. And one little. I like to insert a little soppy note every once in a while, and I want to acknowledge that Thomas and Amy and the Quest and Chaos folks here let me sit up here and blather on about things that they often don't agree with. And never once have they asked me not to or said, hey, maybe you could change that. And that is incredible and should be applauded and appreciated. And I really appreciate it. So thank you guys.
There are times where we have discussed.
It's never gotten down to me, and that is saying, that means a lot. That I am able to, pontificate politically and not have anyone telling me that I shouldn't. And
that's why we no longer have corporate overlords.
Oh no! I chased Titan Media away.
Did Titan Media go away?
Oh, now you're getting a talking to.
We had we had.
We don't talk about
right?
Titan.
Honestly, they are wonderful people, but we barely have time to put on the shows that we have.
Look,
yeah.
it's not them, it's us.
That actually is true.
Oh, it always is. We were just in different places and wanted different things.
It's not you, it's me that I just don't like you. Yeah. Not actual.
Oh, Titan Media is going to, a drone is going to.
No, not actual. Just great people and.
No, well, thanks for sharing that because people have been asking and I wasn't sure how to.
Yeah.
Titan Media keeps asking, hey, so where are we? Just want to check in. We ghosted them.
We'll get back to you.
Yeah. Oh, really busy. God,
Well, I was.
don't know yet.
Well, honestly, I kept ghosting them, and then it was like, you know what? Oh, we're not going to meet this month's stream. Oh, we're not going to be on the giant end of the year party stream. You know what? We're not going to be on the anniversary. You know what? Let's just call this a day.
There you go. Well, Titan Media, we wish you well, but without us, you will surely fail.
No, no.
Is that how that works?
They're great.
So far, it has not for me. Well, this has just been an incredibly awkward start to an episode, and I'm here for it.
Wow.
So last time, you made your way across a great deal of China, and you found yourself in the city of Xi'an, and very quickly you found that you were dealing with little tiny, possibly ceramic thieves. And you went all over town trying to figure out who was stealing this stuff. And then when you found the answer, you just left.
Well, we didn't actually realize we found the answer. Like, as far as we know, we don't.
Well, he was shady, but we had no proof.
Yeah.
And
it stopped being our problem once we realized that it wasn't him.
Well,
Except, of course, for her brooch.
Well, we didn't want to do any
little bummed
grave
about that.
robbing because we didn't want to have to ever be able to come back.
Yes, I would very much like to be able to come back to the city, especially because it's on the way back to Peking.
That
Thank
means
you.
you didn't solve the mystery.
I don't think that's how that works.
And you put together a heck of a caravan,
Right.
and you got a pretty good deal on it, and you have a large, 100 strong group, which goes a long way towards not having bandits bother you. When you
I heard we have water.
You have a great deal of water, yes. You also have a great deal of alcohol, which the many of the members in your troop are happy to partake of. Not all of them, but many. And you made your way from Xi'an on your way to Tunhuang. And so today we're going to talk about a few things that happened on the way to Tunhuang, and then we're going to get to the Cave of 1,000 Buddhas.
adventure's over. We were here.
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
And it's 3 minutes to the giveaway.
Yes.
I was kind of vamping, but
Do we
couldn't
need to
get there.
address the tiger in the room?
Hashtag.
Oh
hashtag
yes,
that.
sorry. We are once again Amyless. We are diminished. She's just super busy, man. She's too cool for it. It's not her. It's not us. It's her. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that is
saying.
true.
Yeah.
She's sleeping.
Good.
Yeah.
She works so freaking hard. She needs to get some rest.
Yeah. She gets all of Thomas's beauty rest.
The hours of sleep that we had last night were very short.
Heard.
Well, there you go. While you are traveling along the road to Tunhuang, a few things really stand out to you. One of them, I forgot to pull out the little map that was in the cubby. But you reach a point where the Silk Road actually passes through a part of the Great Wall. And there are two enormous gates. And these gates are known as one is the gate of the demons, and one is the gate of sighs. And it's called the gate of sighs because when the wind picks up, it actually makes a howling noise as it passes through this gate.
So not S-I-Z-E.
Oh,
No.
Because it's really big.
I know, yeah. I was ready for that. Like, it's ironically named because it's a very large gate.
The Great Wall.
I mean, I heard sides first, so I was waiting for clarification.
And you, as you are coming to the gate of demons, on it, painted in a garish red, is some graffiti in Russian. And you don't even need to make a... Well, actually, go ahead and make me a Russian roll.
I mean, my Russian is 81.
Yeah.
To really read between the lines.
This is
see
to
what they're
see-
actually
That's a
communicating.
hard success.
Okay, so the graffiti says... Lost words. That's
This
right.
is on the wall of size or the gate
Yes,
of size?
and actually, this is not the first time that you've seen Russian graffiti, but most of the graffiti you've seen has been people leaving notes about where they're going so people can find them. You have probably done something like this as you were traveling through here. But in this case, it is a less friendly message. It says, "They are come. The end is upon us, for they are come."
Ooh.
And given that you're a doctor, you're pretty sure this was written in blood.
Yike.
And it's written in enough blood that, somebody did not enjoy writing this.
Is there an opportunity to explore?
Yeah, it's going to take a
investigate?
while for your group to pass through here.
So I would love to investigate it and see
Okay.
if there's any sort of other signs of struggle or blood or right around there or anything like that.
Sure, make me a spot hidden roll. And if anybody else wants to...
Yes, I will.
I will point it out to everybody and then say,
Okay.
hey, let's check this out. Oh my
I'll
gosh.
say that's gruesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I got all zeros.
Can I use
Oh,
this?
you rolled 100? Outstanding.
I would like to use the slidey bit.
Okay.
Sure.
You've got regular bits, but sure, use the last lady bit. We got them.
Okay. That's a success.
All right. Well,
I want to check it
so, there's
Just muttering that people already think he's creepy enough with
Yeah. I was like, you're fine. You'll be fine.
reputation.
So the it looks like the blood is old enough that it's dried, and so most of the caravan people are kind of treating it as paint. Unfortunately, you take a look at it and you start saying, like, "Oh, it's blood. This is written in blood."
Yes.
And you're like,
yes.
you're taking, this is fascinating,
Yes.
like, and you do creep the caravan out as they're like, they were like, "It's paint, right? Oh, she's saying it's blood. Oh, great."
Right.
But it is, look.
Fantastic. Maybe lower the volume by about 70%.
And so again, it's dried, but like someone died. There's enough blood, that's how much blood was used in this. Or
Or a large goat. You don't
sure,
know.
yeah. You don't
Make a roll.
Technically it's true. It's blood. You don't know if it's human blood. To paraphrase a wonderful movie, you can't exactly dust for vomit.
Is that
What
true?
movie is this?
Spinal Tap. You've never seen Spinal Tap?
Now you get to experience what everyone else on QNC has experienced. There are
Hachi-machi.
many movies that I have not seen.
Oh, Spinal Tap.
It is.
He died. He choked on his own vomit. Well, we assume it's his own. You can't exactly dust for vomit.
Dear.
Yeah.
Amy and I had a discussion about this.
That's why Amy's not here.
the mini sandwich scene in that movie like 2 days ago. Because it's hard to explain.
Yeah, it would be a whole thing.
So what I'm
Well,
hearing is we need to have a QNC movie night.
That's
There
a
we
whole,
go.
like, basically, Spinal Tap is hard to explain. Like, every scene in
Yeah.
that movie is.
If you think
Cool.
cats don't like cucumbers,
What?
that's it.
Love Spy. Oh, Spinal
love
Tap
Spinal
is fantastic.
It's not safe to drink yet.
Congratulations to Pixel Rose. You'll be getting the
Hey.
dice that Nick is rolling.
Pixel.
We're sorry, maybe. Question mark.
Well, we'll see. I'm gonna be rolling both the curse dice and these engaging. So maybe they're good, maybe they're pure evil. We'll find out towards the end.
Because Nick is involved, he's going to collect data to see
Yeah.
how he's calibrating your dice for you.
And also, just
Just measuring. I don't believe you can calibrate dice. I believe they calibrate you.
You
Ah,
can
nice.
you can calibrate them.
That's what they want you.
It involves low heat in an oven.
Yes. Yeah.
wow.
No, that's melting them.
Not so. Pixel Rose won those Birds of Paradise dice, but you can buy your own by going to birdsofparadise.com. Use our code chaotic to get 20% off.
Yeah.
And if you're in the Bay Area, they should be hitting retail shelves
Oh, yes.
pretty soon.
Which is cool.
Games of Brentwood, I believe Games of Berkeley coming. Just a bunch of
But our
cool local
code
stores.
doesn't work for
Code doesn't work.
Right.
No.
So
But the
Chaotic 20. I said chaotic. Damn it, I said chaotic 20.
shaking
But
up.
then you're supporting your friendly local game store.
Exactly.
And
As
the more that
well.
you purchase from them, the more that Andrea is able to sell to them. So everyone wins.
It is a very good thing. So yeah, you spend, basically the length of time your group is moving through there. Then most of you will jump on the last wagon for the last bit of the ride. You're on the horse now, right?
I'm learning how to ride.
Yep. Yeah, so it's a little easier for you to move up and down the line. And you definitely, make a psychology roll as you go up and down the line. Limited by your Chinese.
My Chinese is better than my psychology.
All right, well then limited by your psychology.
33 is a regular success.
Okay, people are definitely weirded out by that whole scene. As they've kind of, it's spread along the line that, it's blood, and that's not a great omen. So yeah, there's definitely some kind of, there's some ill feelings.
There's a little tension.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
boy.
So, it's a week passes, and you've been learning the things that you learned when we did the investigator development phase last time.
Oh, yes.
You've been practicing and that sort of thing. And your massive group comes to a bottleneck in the road. You've started to come down into these mountain passes where often there will be just like canyon walls all around you. And you've come to one of those points, and in front of you, you see a small group of Chinese soldiers who are hectoring some haggard and clearly exhausted Russian refugees. And these soldiers are essentially, you're not sure what they're doing, but Mi Hun, who is leading your caravan, he'll spur his horse forward to go and talk to the soldiers. And he'll come back and he'll go to you and he'll say, they're just shaking down some Russians, but they should be done shortly, and then we can keep moving.
What do you mean by shaking down?
Let's make a psychology roll for old Mi Hun. Just taking whatever they can from him, like normal.
No.
Oh, you don't know? That's they're
No. You do not take from people fleeing the spits on the ground. Russian.
I was about to say, just
Soviets.
Wow, okay. Mi Hun is not having a good day. He's just like, okay. And
I'm gonna
but as
go.
soon as you start, he goes, no. That's how they then start doing it to us. It's better if they don't notice us. The more attention they give us, the more we have to pay.
Oh, they're shaking us down?
No, but they will if you go down there. They're shaking down those guys.
So we're trying to pass them. Oh.
Well, we can't pass them. We have to wait for them to be done there. But if you go down there and make a scene about this whole thing, that's going to cost us. And when I say us, I don't mean me.
look, after they're done, just Give
Yes.
them some money, because you remember what happened the last time you tried to.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure Mihun is like, what the
Yeah.
I'm more interested in learning if there's anything I can learn from them. Perhaps I will head to the back. So we pass them, and then I will speak to them.
All right. Yeah.
I,
So about 20 minutes later, Mihun will ride back down, and these poor Russian guys now, like two of them don't have shoes now, and they are trotting up just dead-eyed. You have been there, like you know exactly what this is. You know, they've walked 1,000 miles. They've walked more than 1,000 miles already, and they have 1,000 more miles to walk.
just two guys?
It's 3 guys.
They're not shaking down a caravan. So yeah, I'm gonna do. So I've packed some extra stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna.
You can give them some cocktail weenies and some alcohol.
But no can
and
opener.
some ammo.
And some ammo.
It has a pop top.
I mean, we can. I'm sure like a pair of like socks or something will help.
I can give them a
bit of
camel
silver.
statue.
I've got some extra soy
And
sauce.
a cuttlefish, a camel statue, and a cuttlefish cane.
You know, the cane might not be bad.
Yeah.
So they are keeping their heads down. They're not meeting anybody's eyes, especially anyone who's Chinese.
Yeah. So I'm gonna, as subtly as I can, I guess, approach.
So if you're at the back, you're going to be far away from the. They'll have already walked, probably 10 minutes away from the guards.
Oh, okay.
So they're not, you don't have to worry about the guards seeing
Gotcha.
you do
Okay.
this.
Okay. Yeah. So, excuse me.
And this is in Russian, I'm assuming?
In Russian.
Okay, yeah.
I believe you have unfortunately crossed paths with the caravan.
They look up at you surprised, and they say they'll the first thing they're just like, what are you doing here?
On a mission to rescue someone. I have made the journey that you are on. I have made that before. It is not easy.
But it's possible.
Yes.
Hope.
And I'm going to gather up some things.
They take whatever you
All
give
right.
them.
So I'm going to gather up some things, and
Yeah, I would have passed like $10 silver to you to pass on to them.
wow. Okay, $20 silver then.
They're very happy.
I'll chip in another 5.
Wow.
But
All right.
we're gonna need more. It's again
Well,
like
I'm thinking
socks
socks or
and-
something, yes.
They're not getting my blanket though. My charity only goes so far.
No, any extra.
Yeah, food and water's
Yeah.
the main thing. If
Yeah,
it's-
yeah,
I
but
mean,
being able to
the
buy
problem is
some
they
of
can
that.
only carry so much.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, but
Right.
just a canteen with some
yeah.
water in it. If
Like
Yeah,
a
they're-
pouch, we could give them a pouch. Yes, I can do that.
They're very,
We can
they're
give
very
water.
like they are almost crying
Yes.
as they're they're simultaneously they are exhausted. They were they've been shown hope and they've been shown kindness, and it means the world to them. And
And what is happening in Russia now? It has been a few years since I have left.
the Soviets run everything. They there are purges. My grandmother and her entire family is in Siberia. She was a librarian. She doesn't know how to live in that world.
Yes. Keep going. You will make it.
They make me a luck roll.
For you than me.
90, which is not going to be close.
We can.
Yeah,
Do
Sure.
it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
44, which is not going to make it.
All right.
Spin luck.
31 luck.
All right, so
Yeah.
one of the guys, like, you start to go away, And he grabs your arm and he says, there is a cave a long way from here. They put us in there. They held us there.
Who is they?
The Chinese. And one of the other, his buddies, Dmitri, no, shh. But he goes, they have shown us a kindness. We found a hidden cave in these caves. We marked it with, we left, look in there's a room full of graffiti. If you look there, you'll find how to find the hidden cave. It is full of riches.
Why did you not take any and trade or sell?
Well, we each took a piece of jewelry, but it has been taken from us.
Do you know the phrase, they are come, the end is upon us. They are come.
I have seen it. It is written every so often in the mother tongue.
Yes, the gate of size in the Great Wall has it written in blood. It's been dried. I do not know what it means.
I don't know. I don't know what it means either, but maybe it's about the communists.
Perhaps.
Thank you. You have saved us.
I hope so. That cane and that camel is worth something at least.
The cane needs appreciating. The camel, he's like, how soon do I drop this to carry more water? But they don't refuse anything you give them. You know, they are incredibly gracious and touched that you even think of them. Mihan is sort of like, every once in a while he'll look back and he's like trying to block the guards from seeing what's going on, and that sort of thing.
And then try and ride back out.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have horses.
You guys, you're on a horse. The rest of you are in wagons.
Yeah.
So the guards, Mihan will come back and he'll say, I talked to the guards. They want to shake us down, but there's too many of us, and we have too many guns. They're gonna let us through.
Wow, that's good.
It's the last time it didn't go so well.
So, I mean, it wasn't just these 3 Russian guys trying to shake this place down.
Oh no, there's about a dozen Chinese soldiers
Oh, okay.
who have set up a checkpoint.
Gotcha. Okay, so I thought the Russian guys.
No, the Russian guys were caught up in it. They were being
Gotcha. Okay,
victimized.
so our caravan didn't steal from the Russians. That's what I thought happened.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
The Chinese army.
I was about to shoot our, guy.
No, the Chinese army has had
Gotcha.
they were essentially bandits in military uniform.
Right.
You've experienced that once before, but this time you have 100 people with you, so it's a lot harder to victimize you without an army. And so you carry on for another 20 days. It's a journey of 34 days. You left September, like late September. It's now late October. It was a journey of 34 days, and you make your way. For the last day, you follow a river, and so essentially your caravan is single file at this point, on a river trail. And
I've spent this whole time trying to spot hidden things wherever we go.
You do all actually, everybody make me a power roll.
Actually, I'm trying to learn English. Hey, that's a no.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Yeah, these look like they're good dice. I don't know if I like them.
That is a critical success on the nose for me.
Okay.
That is also
Trying
a
to decide
critical
whether I want to throw a
success
luck
on the
on it or
nose.
not. Nah.
With 2 critical successes, I think you're okay.
Yeah.
That's a no.
Yeah.
So everybody who made the power roll has once again that feeling of being watched. And you two, with the critical success, like, as you have, like, you know, the feeling will sort of come and go, but each of you, at some point, gets that feeling, and you snap your head around, and there's a raven just looking at you.
Oh, okay, that explains it. All right. I was worried it was... I checked my bag where my little ones are. Oh, they're all still there.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Now the ravens in the car. Did when we were in the rickshaw going across town, was that the same? When we had the feeling nobody saw the ravens, or were
No,
the
you
ravens?
didn't see birds then. Although someone has had a dream about a raven.
Exploding raven.
Exploding raven in my face with peach blossoms.
It was a raven.
and I don't know anything about ravens in mythology or.
I mean, you can make an occult roll.
It's
Well, I
clearly
can
Odin.
certainly attempt.
Come on. Well, what would I roll?
What were
for?
their names? The Hubner?
Yeah, no.
What is it? A cult to know if it's Odin that's
Hugin
watching
and
us?
Mugen.
There we
Yeah.
go.
I mean, I know it's Odin, but that's a.
Ultimately, it all goes back to Odin. That's what I'm saying, depending on how this roll goes.
Ultimately, it all goes back to what?
Oh no, this time it rolled worse. Okay, huh? Okay,
Oh
this
my
is
god,
neck
it's
and
almost
neck.
like they're random.
Shut your face. Keep that pie hole filled with cookies.
I mean, I rolled a 27, but my occult is 5, so you know.
Yeah, it's Odin, man.
Yeah, totally.
Odin.
yeah.
It's all about the Norse mythologies.
Yeah, Odin has
In
made his
China.
way to China.
Uh-huh. There we go.
He's been following the Russians, watching over them. What a guy.
Their version of
Why?
him is called like Perrin or something.
Then why is he watching us?
So you make your way down this canyon, and you come to a massive. It is built into the side of this canyon wall are caves. Most of them man-made. Most of them dug out, man-made, and carved into the side of the wall is a massive statue of the Buddha. And there are bridges across the river, and there are scaffolds that lead up to the various, fairly precarious scaffolds that lead up to the various caves. And you come down about halfway through the caravan, and you see at the top of one of the scaffolds, the small figure of a Western man who. You know, like how the Marlboro Man is sort of like fakely rugged?
Sure.
Like this guy seems like that. He's like, I mean, his clothes are worn and that sort of thing, but they're really good quality, and he's just like a little too out of central casting. But he's like
Crocodile Dundee.
No, but now maybe he's Australian.
Did I see Landon at his time at the university?
Yeah,
Would I
sure.
recognize?
This is Langdon Walker.
Okay.
The red hair and the ridiculous mustache tell you that it is Langdon Walker.
Wait, whoa. Mission accomplished?
That's how does he look?
He looks fine.
Sane.
He's waving a hat, like sort of up at you. And as you finally get down into the basin over the river, you hear a hello, hello. I'll be right down. And he he does the Captain Kirk ladder shimmy, where he puts his feet on the outside and slides down the ladder.
I wonder
And
how many splinters he
Yeah, I
has
was,
in his
I was
hand.
just. Is he wearing gloves? Because if he's not wearing gloves,
no,
I
he
want to
seems
see
like
him make a dice roll.
he scatters down, and he comes running up, and he's like, well, goddamn, it's took you long enough to get here. I'm Langdon Walker.
Well, we got here as quickly as we could, certainly, but it's a bit of a trip. Hi, I'm Gwendolyn Watson.
Langdon Warner, damn it. Me and my names. Great. And he looks around, and he's looking back at the caves, and he goes, so you're the school sent you, the university sent you, right?
We came in response to your telegram.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
You need
Okay.
help.
You need
Yes, I need
you
help,
needed
yeah.
rescuing. You were rescued. Now we head
go.
back to Peking.
No, you're staying here.
I-
Are any of you any good at painting?
No?
That's not true. No, we thought we were going to be helping.
Yeah, you're going to be helping me. What about anybody read Russian?
I do read Russian.
All right, great.
What language is he speaking in?
English.
Yeah. Hold on. 100.
Oh man. You're pretty sure.
I pull a gun on him.
Yeah, he's accused you
No.
of being a communist.
Communist. Soviets were terrible. And I just
pull a gun.
start yelling in Russian at him.
He's like, what's he saying?
So we have to go. No, because we don't have anyone who speaks
Well,
Russian.
I was going to say,
So
did we
have to go
learn
from
on the
English to
trail? Did we
Chinese.
learn on the trail?
Yes,
So,
I taught you some swear
like,
words.
you-
You
Thank
hear a
you.
bunch of swear words.
All right, so I know the swear words.
You draw the gun.
Russian's hard.
Walker takes a one step back and like puts his hands up. He goes, "Well, this is some rescue."
Pops. Hold on.
His English.
And
is
I'm going to walk
good.
over to him and be next to him, and while you talk
I'll holster
Yes,
the
thank you.
pistol.
Just, no, you.
What?
He thought you were
He's
saying
communist.
bad things to him. He thought you were saying evil things to him. So just let's calm down for a second.
Walker's kind of smiling. Warner, damn it.
Warner.
Maybe it's Walker now. Warner is kind of just smiling and sort of bemused by the whole thing, but his fists are clenched.
Right. Let's try not to kill the person that we came here to rescue.
Make a Chinese roll
Psych.
as we try.
Wait. English is better than
I'm
Chinese.
using English because I think
Because
I
your
think that
Chinese is.
my Chinese is great, but
No.
It's hard to talk him down.
At least he
I
hasn't
mean,
taken out the sausages.
I get the gestures.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm over Nick to say.
And Helen's like next to him. I can't,
Right.
you might shoot her.
Eugene, I might take that shot.
Now, I'm talking to Mr. Warner and calming him down and telling him to stop. Stop.
Well, so
stop
Warner
talking.
is not like Warner's just sort of like kind of amused by this.
Well, I know.
whole thing.
It's our friend. He's we've been traveling a long way to get here. My name is Helen Mirren, and we thought we were told you were in grave danger, and so we brought all these soldiers and everything to try to help. But we also were interested in the artifacts and the other things that you've been looking at here. That's why they sent us.
But none of you paint.
Well, it wasn't exactly mentioned in the telegram that you needed people who could paint.
It was self-evident
Was it?
No.
to me.
Well,
Well.
yes. Nobody else though.
Goddamn. Well, anybody know Chinese history?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's good. Anybody know Tibetan? What about chemistry?
Afraid not.
I can make some drugs.
I like your friend.
I have pharmacy.
That's chemistry. That's the same
it's good.
difference.
So can I do some
It's
psychology on
important
him to see
Yeah.
what his deal is?
Sure, yeah.
So let me see if I can.
No, I can work the computer.
No,
Is your
I
insurance
didn't.
up to date?
All right. Look.
Guess we're gonna learn how to paint.
I mean,
Paint montage.
let's see.
I wanted to see
You
if I
told
could
us that
figure out
30
how
days
to-
ago. We
I
can
can tell that
practice
several of you are academics. Never been on the field a day in your life.
I have so.
Oh yes.
But if you want something in the university, you gotta sell it. If I had sent a telegram to the president saying, ran into some minor inconveniences, it would be great if you could help me out. Nothing's ever coming. That's why you're as vague as possible and you make it sound as serious as possible. And look what I get. This whole train.
A caravan of 100 people with 4 academics and a kid coming out to save you. Yes.
And no one who can paint.
Well, the Russian is going to be useful. And, knowing some Chinese history, that'll help out. So, what I've been doing here is I've been and he, once again looks around and he lowers his voice. The guy who runs this place, a Buddhist monk, thinks he's really good at revising repairing these paintings. He's shit. I've come up with a chemical process that pulls the dyes out of the paint and renews these paintings. And that's what I want to work on. That's what I've been working on, and that's why I need help.
Oh, that's fascinating. What techniques do you use for that?
Oh God.
Yeah, I am well aware, being an academic myself, that I have just pushed the go button on the special
Yeah.
interest.
Before he jumps into that, I've got enough English to be like, wait a minute. I just ask him, if the Buddha, in stuttery English, if the Buddhas ever attack you. The Buddha statues ever.
I really like your friend.
Who knows what I actually say?
Yeah. Yes. It's why we keep him around.
He's like, I have never been attacked by a Buddha, my friend. If one of these statues comes to life, I'm leaving.
Promise.
Oh, guaranteed.
I now have a Scooby episode in my head.
Yes.
How we
Yes.
can get out of this. But we're gonna need a lot of makeup.
Yes.
All right, so, well, let's get you set up, and then I'll give you a tour.
Sounds wonderful.
And so he will, your caravan basically starts to set up a camp on the other side of the river. He'll say like, he'll like get some of his men to take your personal things, and he's gonna put you up in a cave, in one of the caves.
All right.
Swank.
Sounds good.
He's like, well, you know, so actually this is kind of thrilling to you.
Oh, I'm delighted.
Like being in this spot. And so there are cots, and as you come into the cave, the walls are just pillar to post paintings of various scenes of life from 600, from like before 1,000 years before the Christian calendar, and all the way through. As caravans would come through and they'd paint sort of what they'd seen, or they'd paint something about their thing, and there are just, it's almost gaudy, even as dilapidated as it is. And you have a real sense, having seen archaeological days, this place is in bad shape. It is not being maintained, sorry, let me use the archaeological term. It is not being preserved.
Sure.
And Warner will more than once be like, and he'll show you actually that you go into one antechamber, and there is a picture of a Buddhist priest who is slaughtering just thousands of soldiers in fairly graphic terms. It's like, now, okay, look at this one, and then look at that one, and you'll see how my technique just really completely revitalizes.
I'm going to borrow a torch so that I can carefully, of course, keep an appropriate
We
distance.
brought lamps. Oil lamps. Hold fire close to the painting.
But this is what's most immediately available, and I
And-
don't want to wait.
So the paintings here, there's no fabric. This is all friezes. They've all been painted onto the stone walls.
And they're old. It's fine.
Roll
well-
the luck roll to shove it. See if you shove a torch into it.
I mean,
I will shove it up.
he doesn't love the torch thing because the smoke and all that.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I mean, that's what they have. Like
Yeah.
there are torches all along the walls. There are not a lot of lamps, to your point. So he's very glad you brought some.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I am going to look
Well, yes.
betwely.
And well, then
But-
we'll get
two.
the lamps.
It is
I'll go-
clearly
I'll go
like
follow.
yeah,
Well,
the one.
I want to see his technique first.
The one that has been revitalized is clearly, like in much better shape.
Oh, this is excellent work.
It takes a little while. So and he'll like go into this whole thing about it's essentially like pulling out the edges of figures and like putting this. It's like an acetate, but it's like an acidic thing.
He does that. We'll go get.
Yeah. He just he will ramble on about this.
Oh, and Gwendolyn is just nodding and listening intently because these are techniques that her father would have killed to have.
While you do that, I will look for a backup cave.
A backup what?
And so you end up in a cave, and everybody make me a pow roll.
I say, if you say luck, I swear to God.
Doi!
52. That's neck and neck. I do make a regular.
Oh wow, I
success.
did not make that one.
Okay,
I would like to use a bet.
sure. We've got here.
Here. Yeah, for one of
All
those.
right. It was a 92, which is not great.
Come on.
That's still a
I win.
fail.
I win.
All right. So those of you that failed the pow roll, as you're laying down your things on your cot, your eyes are drawn to a mural probably 1,000 years old, maybe older, probably older, with that prominently features a peach tree. But in the leaves of the peach tree, there are the subtle indication of faces, and you really feel like you see your faces in the peach tree.
Can I examine it closer?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, that'll be a sanity check, yeah.
Well, maybe I don't want to do this then. Oh, yeah, critical.
All right, yeah, you're surprisingly okay with. So as you come up
really
close,
got your likeness.
It's
Yeah.
almost like one of those magic vision things, where as you come up close, you don't see it anymore.
Gotcha, okay.
It was just just like you saw it, and like the light was in a weird way, and it looked like there were faces in there, and it looked like the five of you. You have no idea where Tiger is, by the way, alarmingly.
Yeah, I'm a little. Kid's fucked off somewhere.
So you all get set up, and Warner comes in, and he like goes, "All right, I bought us some time. I got rid of your caravan. They're across the water, and the foreman, the keeper of this place he's out trying to get donations from the local warlord. So we got some time."
Have you seen, where is this Russian?
Oh, the writing?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like, he doesn't understand you. He's like, there's no Russian here. They got rid of them all.
The Russian rioting, I think he means.
Oh, yeah, the graffiti. So they, the Chinese put like 1,000 Russians in here and just left them here for weeks while they tried to figure out what to do with them. And as a matter of fact, were you put in this cave, or did you miss this thing?
I think I missed it.
Okay. But the Russians wrote all over everything, and a lot of weird... I can't make head nor tails of this stuff. I don't speak commie.
But what are you looking for? Other than you're looking for the treasures that are hidden behind the wall, yes?
Yes. What? Yes!
Oh, I'm sorry. The treasures behind the wall. We go, we unlock the thing, we get the treasures, and we get out. Yes?
We heard rumors. We heard rumors.
He, takes a step back. Who are you?
We're academics. All sorts of interesting things get written down in all sorts of interesting places.
Who told you about the cave?
Some Russians that had just come through here. They said, behind the graffiti is the cave.
So you know where this cave is?
No.
I have to.
Because they didn't give me a...
They said there was a clue. The graffiti was a clue.
Yeah.
It would tell you.
Yeah, that's
where
what you told us.
Yeah, the graffiti is a clue that will tell me where it is.
So you're the only one that can read Russian, and you think you know where this cave is. Well,
Well, but we believe him. We were there when when he was talking to those other Russians.
Well, they were speaking in Russian.
I know, but we were there. It's like.
well, that and a quarter gives you a quarter.
And then I gave them a camel statue.
I understand 30% of what he says.
Me too.
What exactly is
No,
the
that came
concern?
correctly.
What exactly is the concern here, sir? If you were looking for this cave and there were people here who found it and left an indication for it, that should be cause for joy, shouldn't it?
No, it means someone else has already looted this place.
No.
It doesn't?
They said that.
We don't know what they said.
Wait.
But
Do
he said,
archaeologists use the word looting?
Not usually. Well, it
Well,
depends.
honest ones.
It depends on who's doing the taking.
I'm using the term looting to refer to Russian soldiers who found this cave and took out the valuables that belong in a museum.
Russian refugees.
We're kind of a long way from the Russian border. I don't think it was Russian soldiers who took it and took it back to Russia.
No, they probably sold it in the closest town they could find.
Well, we certainly didn't see anything of that nature.
Well, they were getting shaken down by the Chinese guards when we found them, so they probably have them now.
The three Russian individuals that we ran across Sid. It was too much to take. They each grabbed one item.
So they did. What did they take?
Jewelry.
All right, so there's jewelry, and the books are far more valuable.
Books? There are books there?
Well, hopefully. I mean, when they found the library cave, they found the oldest printed book ever made. So, hopefully.
Well, then why don't you show us where this Russian graffiti is, and our Russian friend can help us find where the books are.
Because I'm still trying to decide if I trust you.
What do you need from us to trust us?
We are employees of the Peking University. I'm assuming that whatever you find here will be back to the university.
Well, I'm actually working for a museum in Boston now.
So you're telling me that the Peking University sent out a caravan to save you at great expense for you to go and sell things to Boston?
I mean, Peking University will get some as well. But I think it's time we enter into a contract.
Go on.
Because we're going to find, whatever we find in there is going to have to be split up. And I don't want to share any of it with the Chinese.
I would like all of the curses to go to you.
Curses. What? Walking statues, curses. Love this guy.
Put it in writing, we got a deal.
Wait, do you say he doesn't want anything to go to the Chinese?
The Peking University is separate from the Chinese.
Yes. Yeah, some can go to Peking University.
Okay, all right.
I mean, that school is well run, but, I mean, look what the Chinese government ignores this place.
And the books will all be sold for pennies and disappear somewhere with all that knowledge.
Poor Wang is out there trying to get anybody who could give him money. So, I suggest a 70-30 split, draft style.
Draft style?
Draft style. We each will apportion out the goods by picking selectively.
70 going to Boston.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's going to work.
Not after Peking University sent out this caravan at great expense to get you safely back home.
I'm not going back.
Minus the caravan expense, 70-30.
I mean, look, it's great you guys came, but I'm not going back. I'm staying here.
You indicated that you were in great danger and needed assistance. They sent out help.
I don't think I ever said the word danger. I said I needed help.
You heavily implied it.
Look, lady, what you heard is your own business.
50-50.
You wouldn't even know about this if I didn't tell you about it.
So I know exactly where it is.
He knew about
I
it.
will find it
before.
very quickly.
Oh, well, then take me there.
Okay.
Will.
As
Well,
long as-
no. As long as we
wait
have
till
to.
he's asleep.
Well, you don't know where you don't know where the graffiti is or anything like that.
I will do that as soon as you put in writing that you will accept all of the curses.
Well, we
We
all have to agree.
you
on
realize
this.
most of this. I mean, look, if you want to deal in folklore, almost everything in there is cursed.
I mean,
So I'm fine with that.
No, I mean, items, you accept the curse from any items that leave, whether or not they go with the item or not.
Is that how curses work?
What is this?
Hold on. I need
not
a
how
roll.
curses
What is
work,
this,
I
a
don't
Nicole
think.
roll?
I'd say yeah.
I think
Nicole roll,
my
okay.
character's just gone crazy.
No.
My character is playing Call of Cthulhu. That is what is happening.
Look, you seem like nice people, and I do like. So 60-40.
That is more amenable.
And statuary goes with you.
No, we do have the wagons for it.
Yes.
Well, no, the books are the real.
We'll get some of those too.
Well, but it's 60-40 draft style,
Yes.
60-40 draft style.
which means that we also get good claim on some of the books.
After a period of appraisal.
Oh, of course, you have to have a period of appraisal. That just
We're
makes
not just
sense.
going to pick blindly.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
right. No
I-
blind draft? Okay.
But here's the
have
thing. The period of appraisal does have to be short because if Wang catches wind of any of this, we're sunk. Because technically, everything here is under his protection.
And how can we get it out?
Well, just because we find it, we don't have to disclose that we found it.
Exactly.
So we can buy some time to then appraise.
So then how do you propose we do the appraisal? I'm quite good at that sort of thing, but I don't know if you would trust my judgment on it.
I think we,
I've got some.
you appraise it, I appraise it, and we each have our own estimation of its value. And he kind of smirks as he says that.
Do a psychology roll on that one, or do I
Sure,
need
you
to?
can, I mean, let's just say he clearly feels very confident in his appraisal abilities.
I mean, honestly, I'm okay with that because if he is genuinely good and I have good rolls.
I mean, he is famous. You know his name. You have read papers by him.
yes, and now
My appraise is at 11 now, so I'm like, I'm gonna.
yeah, I've read
I like the book.
33.
Yeah, you get immediate 20% if you have to roll sanity.
This one has pictures. It's worth way more.
I've read papers by him, and now I want to go drown him in a river. Don't meet your heroes.
We do have a river nearby. Wow.
I'm not very strong, though.
Look, I don't trust anyone on staff here. I don't even trust my own people. So I'm going to trust you 5. Where's the kid? I don't know. I'm going to trust you. Maybe not the kid. Bring us a kid to one of these places.
He's surprisingly helpful, and he can get into very small places the rest of us can't.
He
And
could
Carrie.
disappear. He will be all the way to Peking by the time you...
So, I suggest we all get a little rest. We meet up and we meet up in Cave 7. At
Number o'clock.
1 in the morning.
Okay.
All right.
Bring tools.
What sort of tools?
Yeah,
You're an archaeologist.
Yes.
Yes, I am. And the tools that I use differ wildly between digs.
I'm
So
a
what kind of
mechanic,
tools
so my
am I looking at
tools are-
using here?
He walks up to the wall and he taps the wall.
Donk, yeah.
We're going through walls. Hopefully, your tools aren't being watched. My tools are.
Pickaxe.
Mine had better not be being watched. They just came in with me.
Soldering iron.
No.
Do you trust that caravan?
I trust that we have bought significant goodwill.
All right. All right, 1 a.m., Cave 7.
All right.
Very well.
Try and get some rest. There's a little cooking pot over there.
Oh, lovely. Go and fetch some of the rations in and start making a small meal.
Yeah.
Cocktail weenies.
Stew. We make stew.
Cocktail weenies and
tea.
soy sauce.
Good with tea.
No, it would
good
work.
Tea.
Tea would be a nice basis for this.
So he walks off.
Americans.
And he starts to he goes back to work as he's directing students in. He's like, no. You can hear him several caves away.
Wow.
All right.
He's like, the small brush. That's detail. Bring it out.
So if we kill him,
Sorry, look.
No, if he dies of unknown circumstance.
yes, that's exactly.
No, but I thought he was a famous archaeologist.
Don't even
You
joke
haven't been
about
on very.
it.
You haven't been on very many digs, have you?
I've been on a couple. Just,
It's incredibly cutthroat.
yeah.
So watch your back.
Yes,
I mean, we watch each other.
very much
Yes.
so.
Find the kid.
Yes.
Everybody make me a psychology roll.
yes.
Yes.
No.
Regular.
Jeez, these dice are not cursed. That's a 1.
Well, that is an odd one.
Wow.
All right. Anybody that made the roll was acutely aware of how many times Warner looked over his shoulder
At?
to see if anybody was listening.
He's paranoid.
It's sort of every phrase of when you were outside, when you were inside, he's always just looking around to see if anybody else is listening.
Very
he is
paranoid.
trying to steal.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's
Out from
maybe
under the
appropriately
nose
paranoid.
And maybe we should be too, because he's trying to rope us into his thievery.
Well, he has roped us into his thievery.
Yes. Now, that was a handshake.
No, but part of this
contract, right?
wasn't part of this supposed to be that we were
There
going to
was
recover
no
things?
actually
Probably
written
not.
contract. It was all handshake.
There was no written contract. No.
Good. He's taken all the curses. We split it.
But wasn't part of our job to bring back the things that we found?
40% we will bring
Yeah,
back.
yeah. So that's It's part of our job.
So, I mean, you would know probably, and you would know as well, that the library cave, like, maybe 40% of what was in there was taken before China was like, stop this, what are you doing? And it was actually sold, but it was sold for pennies on the dollar, on the yuan. You know, like, there's still, like, 40% of the stuff that was in there was priceless. You know, it was the find of the century.
Well, and I'm sure whatever we're going to find in that hidden cave is going to be the new find of the century.
Or as someone
If we
has
get there.
alluded to, heavily cursed.
Right, where are we getting that idea precisely?
Well, he just keeps saying it now. Like, thinking it.
Was not the curse of the pharaohs?
I don't think there's any pharaohs here.
Yes, and yes, actually. Yes, there was a rumor going around after some of the tombs were opened that people connected to them were all dying. But there's a lot of diseases that hide in that sort of thing that were eradicated a long time ago and that we don't have any defenses against. So
We also did not go into cave robbing when we were in the last town, because we did not want to disturb the dead. You know, we have fought vampires. There are curses.
Oh, now I want to go to sleep. Yes,
That has to be a
quote. That has to be a quote. It's like, oh, now I'm ready to go to sleep.
oh boy.
Oh,
Soy sauce weenies, everyone. Let's
If
eat
they
up
weren't
and-
salty enough.
So then I suppose that the question is, what is our plan then? Are we going to go along with what he wants? Are we going to start retrieving some of these amazing, priceless artifacts and getting them somewhere where they can be studied and viewed and appreciated?
yes. Yes.
The way I see it, he at least knows who to be wary of here and how to get around them. We don't. So
Well-
if we think that we're going to go in and get everything and bring it back to the
Oh,
university.
I know we're not going to get everything, but we're going to get our share.
Well, I mean, that's if we follow him. I'm saying if we're going to go off on our own. It's that. What are our options?
Well, but also, from everything that I've heard about these kids, there's a lot. I don't think even our caravan would be able to haul all of it back to Peking.
Yes. And we don't know exactly where it is. I mean, we go outside. There was how many different caves with scaffolding?
I mean, you were saying that there's a hidden cave. Who's to say that there aren't many, many more hidden caves with other hidden treasures? I mean, they had thousands of years to hide things and paint things and create things here.
Oh, there may be other messages hidden in the paintings.
I mean, you did point. Did people who made the power roll point the peach tree out to me? Because I didn't make that roll.
Yeah, and then went over and looked at it.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't
Okay.
see it.
I thought-
Yeah, we didn't see it.
I don't see it at all.
You see the peach tree, but
Okay,
you
no,
don't
that-
see, like, faces.
I wasn't worried about the
Right.
faces, just the peach tree.
Right.
Peaches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peaches.
We are in experiencing interesting things. I thought that in that peach tree,
Petrie.
Petrie. I like Petrie, like the dish.
I saw our faces momentarily, and then I looked closer and I could not see them. But they were distinct in the foliage, our faces.
Oh, that was probably a trick of the light.
Was it?
Or it's a psychology.
We fought
roll
vampires.
to see if.
We fought vampires and we fought zombies. Yes, I remember. I was there. I've tried very hard to block it out, but it will not go.
We have seen Terminator Man. I mean,
Seen what?
Terminator Man.
Well,
Anything
I-
can happen.
I rest that entirely on Tiger.
Yes, because he isn't here. He's easy to blame.
Yes.
Well, no, because he did actually convince him to go out.
Well,
Did Tiger go off with the soldiers?
Hopefully, Tiger's eavesdropping and can report back later.
I'm sure he's doing something fascinating.
But we're going to work with him, right? There's not another way around that. We're not going to go off on our own. That's like our options seem limited, as far as I can see.
It's getting dark.
Yeah.
And we need to get sleep. 'cause
Although you're in
Yeah.
a cave, so I mean,
I mean, we should
How-
get a
how
couple
would it go?
hours.
it's,
90
you know,
minutes.
It's
no
heading
more.
for it's heading for 7.
All right, we should certainly get some rest, and I think that we. And I'm keeping my voice down so that it doesn't carry to where he is. I think we go along with what he wants, at least for now. until we get a better lay of the land, and then we see what happens.
Okay.
Yes.
The old double cross.
I mean, you
Sure.
haven't
I will
shaken
follow
hands
you.
yet.
Yeah.
Or
Follow
don't
you.
double cross. I mean, what do I care?
I mean, if the draft is 1-for-1, and then the percentages, whatever's left over, is going to him once we reach a certain point, we're going to get plenty of.
Or
great
this
stuff
camel
for the
statue is
museum.
worth 10, and this other camel statue is worth.
Dimitri,
let's say that-
Dimitri keeps picking the camel statue.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. There's a rule. If we do come to this, the people who can actually appraise are.
Yes. I believe that he and I will be doing the majority of the appraising
Yes.
and get a sense for what the cost of it is, and of course Helen will help as well. Get a sense for what the worth of everything is, and go for the higher value items first, and then we'll see.
All right.
Well, are we going by value or are we going by historical significance?
Are they not the same?
Historical
No,
significance.
they
of
can
course.
be. They can be very different.
Oh, yes. I mean, we don't know exactly how much money some of these things are,
Perhaps-
but we know how much they will be worth to us and to the university.
Sure.
Perhaps we some sort of monetary arrangement on how much historical value, maybe all historical value over here, gold over here.
Yeah, if there's a giant block. It's
the tiebreaker.
We
Yeah.
just at some point we default and
Cash
say
value.
we'll take that giant block of gold. We'll make sure it gets to the museum.
We have received some late-breaking bits for the players, and you should not read anything into the fact that I'm going to give them to you now. We have 1,000 bits from my favorite glutinous magic user, the Muffin Mage.
No.
Unless it's a gluten-free muffin, and really then
Is it a muffin?
sad.
it's even just a sadder muffin. Muffins are already sad.
What?
Muffins
Oh
are,
my God! Muffins.
We are not having this argument
Frosting
yet.
on this muffin.
It's not
just an imitation
It's sad.
cupcake.
Yeah, it wants to be a cupcake.
Cupcakes are awful.
Oh,
Muffins are
Oh,
glorious.
okay.
muffins! Oh,
But
God,
I like
no.
muffins too.
They're both delicious.
different. Yes.
Muffins are.
Show me a cupcake that's also gives you fiber. The bran muffin cupcake
carrot
or the
muffin?
bran muffin?
Yeah, all you do is a brand muffin.
When?
A cupcake is a muffin with stuff on
all
it.
I heard there.
derailed.
All I heard there was, "Show me a cupcake that sucks."
Oh. Well, back to the bits.
Muffin Mage, you made the right choice.
Thank you, Muffin Mage. Well done. We appreciate you.
Muffin Mage, 500 to the players, and then 500 to the player with the highest sanity.
85.
Yeah.
Ching.
Yeah.
We have 500 from Eden Flynn? I don't know. The A throws me off.
Eden Flynn.
I
Eden
like
Flynn.
Don Flynn.
Eden. 500 from Eden Flynn to the players. Oh, that was close.
That was close.
There's some ASMR. And 500 from the Apollyon to me. You know what he wants to see.
Dead players.
Kill them. Kill them all.
Dead PCs, rather. There is a difference between PCs and players.
What are the days of setting archaeological sites on fire?
It's really hard to set a cave on fire.
You know what?
The
We
scaffolding.
will find a way.
We will find a way.
You know, it's
The scaffolding was
what's the
mostly
saying?
bamboo.
Nothing worth doing is easy.
Bamboo is hard to burn, it's true.
yeah.
So you rest until 1. We've got freaking more bits. Wow. You people. You people.
You glorious, wonderful people.
500 more from our buddy Dead Boy. I enjoy watching Drew typing in real time. There's nothing worse. Like when you work with people and they watch you type, you're always going to make the most typo. You're just no. Normally I'm
slow and no.
Just have to embrace it.
I like that. For a while it just said 500 from the Dead Boy 42 to people. People who need people.
Are the luckiest.
To people who aren't Ezra or Thomas.
Because there needs
Oh,
to be,
man!
there needs
Try
to be
again, it came back to
equal
you.
love.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah. Wow.
Equal love between muffins and cupcakes.
Thank you, Dead Boy 42.
yeah.
And our best to you and increasingly live, Mom.
Yay.
As always. You know what? I think we're going to go to break now, and we'll deal with the actual cave breaking stuff when we get back.
Mashy,
So
mashy.
thank you for all those bits. That was outstanding. Now watch this really long movie.